Algebra 1, solving linear equation with two x's. Linear equations can have the x on either side of the equal sign. To solve linear equation with two x's, you simply follow these steps. The x with the bigger coefficient is given priority. It must remain on whatever side it is on, be left or be it right. This is a very important point. The x with the smaller coefficient must subtract out or add out from its side to meet with the bigger coefficient. If there is a number by itself on the side where the resultant x is, that number must subtract out or add out to join with the other number. Finally, divide on both sides to cancel out the resultant coefficient in order to solve. So here you have an example, 17x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 35. So I'm going to create an example like it. Because it's already solved in the solution. So these are situations where you have two x's, one on either side of the equal sign. And I'm going to purposefully put the bigger x on the right side. So let's say you have 4x minus 3 is equal to, let's see, 24x plus let us see, 37. 4x minus 3 is equal to 24x plus 37. Solve for x. Now remember we said the bigger x is given priority and it must remain where it is. So you compare 4x with 24x. 24x is bigger than 4x, so 24x have to remain right where it is on the right side. And you have to cancel out 4x. 4x, positive 4x can be cancelled out by subtracting 4x on both sides. So if we subtract 4x on the left side, we have to subtract 4x on the right side. 4x minus 4x is 0. So 4x is going to cancel out. It's cancelled out from the left side. What remains is a negative 3. And 24 minus 4 will give us 20x on the right side. So now it says now, if there is a number by itself, which is 37, plus 47, we have to cancel it out. If it's a plus, you subtract. If it's a minus, you add. It's a plus, so we have to subtract 37 on both sides. You do the opposite. To cancel out, you do the opposite operation. So this is a positive 37. We have to subtract 37. And if we subtract 37 on the right, you have to subtract 47 on the left. What you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. So 37 cancels out from the right side. And you have a negative 3 subtract 37. Now remember what we said, a negative and a negative is a positive, is a negative. A negative and a negative is a negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. And you can also call that negative sign moving towards the left. If you take a look at the number line, all numbers that have the negative sign are towards the left side of 0. So in other words, a negative number means towards the left side of 0. So you see the negative 5, 5 units towards the left side of 0. Negative 7, 7 units towards the left side of 0. So therefore now, if you look at negative 3, that's towards the left side of 0, and A negative 37, that's another left side towards the left side of 0. So 3 units towards the left side of 0 and 37 towards the left side of 0. So what you're going to get? 40 units towards the left side of 0. The negative and the negative is a negative. So this is 40 units towards the left side of 0. Because it's a 3 towards the left and a 37 towards the left. So it's 40 towards the left side of 0. Now, finally, divide on both sides to cancel out the resultant coefficient. The resultant coefficient is 20. So we have to divide on both sides to cancel out 20. We divide 20x by 20. We divide 40 by 20. Negative 40, that is. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. So we're going to have x is equal to, reading from right to left, is equal to negative. So x is a value, or x is a number whose value is equal to negative 2.